Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you're watching the pre-market show. So let's see how the markets are trading. We have seen the markets trading firmly in the green last week. All the markets, Indian markets, European market, Asian markets, and the markets are showing a sign of short-term reversal. So from there, if we keep an eye on the SGX Nifty right now and see where it is trading. So let me open up the chart of SGX Nifty. It is trading at 16,484 at present, which shows a very strong gap up in Nifty. So right half an hour before it was trading almost at 16,511, but now it is coming down from there and indicating a 16,484 as the opening point, as the current trading price for SGX Nifty, which is again a very strong up move. We have seen that 16,400 is a very important resistance level for Nifty, but if things go like this, we can expect the markets to open well above 16,400. So that is how things look like. And why this rally? This is because of the positive positive closing of the US markets on Friday, and then the Asian markets have opened with a very strong positive sentiment. You can see the Nikkei, the Japanese index, have opened with a gap up and continuously moving upwards. It is up by almost 2% right now. Hang Seng, same thing, gapped up by 2%, gapped up, then strongly forming green candles consecutively, so almost 2% up. Chinese index is also up by almost 8.88%, and also Korean markets are up by almost 1.18%. So gap up, and then it is sustaining the up move. So this is the reason why SGX Nifty is showing such a huge up move currently. So this is obviously going to be reflected in the Indian markets when it opens, and 16,150 level is 16,352 is where the markets ended on Friday, and from there it is indicating almost 16,480 to 500 point as the opening range. So for Nifty, the range was 16,400, which was discussed multiple times before, that it is acting as a very strong resistance level for Nifty. But if the market opens with a gap up, we can expect 16,480 to take some kind of resistance. The market can take over here, and then if that is broken, we see that there on the daily channel you'll be seeing things more clearly. So on a daily candle, you can see there has been a huge gap which is remaining to be filled at 16,631. So when the markets were falling from 5th May to 6th May, it opened with a huge gap down of almost 200 points plus, and the markets have made a gap over here. So this gap will be getting filled today, hopefully, because Bank Nifty, if you look at Bank Nifty has already filled this gap on this 2 days back. So you can see this 5th May to 6th May, there was a gap in Bank Nifty. It was filled on 26th of May, on Thursday, and the markets have moved up continuously from there. So if that is indicating, if that is done by Bank Nifty, Nifty can follow suit very soon. Maybe today is the day. So we will have to see if the gap is getting filled and the markets are moving up. So talking about Nifty, we talked about on the upside 16,480, 16,630 is going to act as immediate resistance levels, and since the markets are opening above 16,400, now 16,400, which was a very important resistance for so many days, can act as a support on the downside if markets fall below that. And if that is broken, we can expect 16,250 to be the next logical support reason for at least today's trade. So 16,250 to 16,600 is can be the trading range for today, and most of it would be obviously covered by the gap up, which is opening almost close to 16,500. Talking about Bank Nifty, we can expect, since the market is opening, Nifty is opening with a gap up of almost 150 points. Bank Nifty, that can translate easily into 350 to 450 points gap up, which will indicate the markets opening close to 36,000 levels in Bank Nifty. Now 36,000 is an important psychological resistance area for Bank Nifty. So we will see how the markets react at that level, and if it is if it takes resistance at 36,000, or if it breaks the level and moves higher, is what we are going to see. So 36,000, if that is broken, 36,300 is going to act as a next level for bank nifty. So 36,300 to 35,600 can be the trading range for markets today. And since nifty is opening with a gap up, I've already said that bank nifty will also open with a strong gap up is what we can expect. So this is how the nifty and bank nifty things are looking. On OI side, we have discussed multiple times, 35,000 looks like a very strong support area for bank nifty, and on the upside 36,000 looks a strong resistance area based on the OI build up. So if 36,000 is broken, these people have to run for cover, and that will propel the markets even higher. So this is how bank nifty looks for the next week's expiry, this week's expiry, this Thursday 2nd of June expiry. Talking about nifty, the nifty has a very strong straddle build up at 16,300, which was trading at a premium of combined premium of rupees 400. That indicates a range of 15,900 to 16,700 for the nifty. And OI based, on the put side we have 16,000 as the highest put build up and 17,000 on the upside as the highest call build up in nifty. So things look positive, and we see that more amount of puts are being written. So PCR indicates 1.08 both in nifty, and bank nifty is stronger. It was almost 1.17 was the put call ratio in bank nifty. So bank nifty has been continuously outperforming for many days, so maybe this week it can go a slight sideways. So that kind of possibility is always there, because the markets cannot invariably move up only on one side. So things, bank nifty can take risk, but other sectors need to catch up so that the uptrend continues in nifty. And we have talked about the nifty IT index. It was underperforming. You can say continuous downward trending in the IT index, and then from there hopefully it has a bottom out, and it needs to break out from this zone. So to draw a trend line, something like this would be an important trend line for the IT index. So if this trend line is broken on the upside and it sustains, then we can expect a strong up move. So since the US markets have reversed, since the Nasdaq was looking strong, we can expect the IT to bounce back and go above the trend line it was trading from almost April, May. So in almost 2 months it was trading in a downward channel. So if this breaks out, then we can expect the markets to go up even higher. But the IT index was already in a highly overvalued, so maybe that correction can last a few for a few more time. So that is going to be seen. And talking about other things, we saw the Asian markets are trading firmly in the green. Talking about dollar index is trading at 101.5, so it is coming down steadily, which is good. Hopefully it comes down below 100 so that the markets can continue its upward rally. So nothing concerning about dollar index. It is trading well. It is coming down. USD INR is at a range of almost 77.425. So this is where it was there from 16th of May. So it is consolidating in this level is all right, as long as it is the rupee is not getting weaker. We have nothing to worry about. But what we have to worry about is the crude oil prices. So $116 per barrel is the current price for crude oil. So crude oil has broken this channel which we were tracking for many days, and right now it seems to be on the higher end, and actually it is showing slight, it broke out. So on 24th of March, yes, 24th of March, it was trading at this level, and again it is trying to slowly break that level. Now if that is broken, it can move up to almost $130 per barrel, which is again going to act negatively for the economy. So especially India, since it's a crude oil importing country, so India is going to be having a major problem if crude oil goes at a very higher level. So if this zone is broken, we can expect a further up move in the crude oil, and this is going to be positively impacting Reliance and ONGC, because these are oil and gas producers, and for them, if the price is higher, they can sell it at a higher price, so that is good for them. But it is bad for the oil marketing companies like BPCL, BPCL, IOC, Bharat Petroleum. So these companies, their profit margins will take a hit if the crude oil is trading higher, because they have to now purchase this at a higher price. So that is something to watch out for. So the oil stocks will be in focus, obviously, and we saw that the government was planning to impose a windfall tax on oil and gas producers, like the UK government did impose a 25 percentage of windfall tax on oil and gas producers on Thursday, that is 26th of May, and the government of India is planning to do that, and we have seen reports of that, and that's why there was a major sell-off in ONGC, Oil India, even Reliance. So they were down by 5-6 percentage. Reliance was down by almost 0.4 percentage, and so today's oil prices will again have an impact on these stocks. Maybe they can have a positive impact. Maybe ONGC will get back some of its losses. That happened on the last trading session, so that is something to look out for, since the crude oil prices are moving higher. So this is the commodities outlook, and the VIX wise, India VIX is coming down. Hopefully it comes down below 20, which is going to make sure the markets are stable, at least for the time being. US VIX, we have to see. The US market is closed, like I said, in the week ahead show, where I said that Monday the US markets will be that it's Memorial Day in US, so that is a trading holiday for the US markets. So the US markets impact will only be seen on Wednesday over here. So since there is no US markets in the picture, we can expect a sideways movement in the markets. But there is one economic data that is going to be announced today, but that is again after market hours. So that is the German inflation data for the May month. Last time it was expected 7.4% was the last, so this was April months. For the May month, it is expecting 7.7 percentage, which is obviously higher. But if the inflation data comes more than this, again the European markets can show weakness. So this is the German inflation data. It is going to be released at 5:30 p.m. in the evening. So in the after market hours, it is going to be released. But the European markets would be open. Let us see how the European markets react to this news of the German inflation data. So that is something to keep track of. And talking about the indexes, all the indexes look green. If even the Nifty mid cap and small cap have actually shown some kind of reversal. We can see a hammer candle forming, and then Friday we have the gap up in Nifty, both mid cap and small cap. So if all the mid cap, small cap and Nifty 50 together rallies, you can have a broad based rally in the overall markets in India. So that is how things look right now. SGX Nifty is still trading around 16,492, which means there will be a gap up. So again, as I always say, first 15 minutes to half an hour is always important to see if the gap up is going to get sustained or not, because many people would like to book their profits if the markets had opened almost with a huge gap up. So with that, I will be ending my pre-market show, and we'll meet again for the post-market show at 11:15 at night, where we discuss the major events of the day, and also the German inflation data and how it has affected the European markets. So with that, I'm ending the pre-market show here. Hope you have a good day.